What up, you fluffy bastards? My name is Liquid Blitz, and today we are discussing the biggest changes from the Spring update, which released a few days ago. Obviously, there were many changes in it. It's a big update, but I'm only going to discuss the main ones. I'm a bit sort of late with this video. As I say, it came out a few days ago, but it's better late than never, and there's actually another reason I wanted to make this video, which I'll get to in a minute. But for now, anyway, let's get straight into it. I'm going to split up all the big changes into sort of sections to make everything clearer and nicer. And the biggest, hugest, largest, fattest change is the addition of Platoons. Right off the bat, I want to say that I've made a platoon that you can join. Unfortunately, only PC players can join it. It's called Fluffy Bastards, rather appropriate. Unfortunately, though, they didn't make them multi-platform, so it is only PC players that can join my platoon. I think a couple of... I don't like this word, but fans, viewers, have made platoons on my behalf on Xbox and PlayStation 4. I think the PS4 one is called Fluffy Bastards Nation or something, and the one on Xbox I think is just Fluffy Bastards, the same as mine. So join them if you're on console. Anyway, let's get into the details of what platoons are and what you can do with them. First of all, it's worth mentioning that you can join up to 10 platoons at any one time, but you can only represent, i.e. use the clan tag, of one of them at a time. As I say, in the platoon menu, you can click and choose to represent one of them, and it will give you automatically the clan tag of the platoon in front of your name on like the scoreboard when you're in game and so on. My tag is FLB, which sort of just stands for Fluffy Bastards. Platoons currently have a maximum sort of member size of 100 people, but they did officially say that they might look to increasing that in the future. Now, quite a few people have asked me, where the hell do you see platoons? How do you find them? How do you join them? Where do you even start looking? Well, platoons, there is an icon on the main menu, on the left of the main menu, along the left-hand side, where you've got like all the games that you have, like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, etc. One of those symbols towards the bottom is a platoon symbol. That will take you straight to the platoons page where you can search for platoons, you can join them, you can leave them, etc. All of your platoon shit is on that page. Also on this Platoons page, you can see the games that your sort of fellow Platoon members are playing, and you can join on them. So that's a great new addition. That's a great new way you can join people and become friends with people. I mean, obviously there are many people in your Platoon which you won't have on your friends list, so that's a great way to join more people. There are a couple of little sort of extra superficial additions a part of being a platoon. Those are, for example, if you're in a squad that's full of your fellow platoon members, the squad name actually changes automatically to the platoon's name. So that's a nice little addition, and it allows you to represent your platoon. Represent. Another little change is that it's barely noticeable, to be honest, but if you and your platoon mates contribute the most to capping a flag above all your teammates, there will be a little sort of emblem, your platoon emblem flag will appear on the flagpole that you've just captured. So that's a nice little touch. Represent! Anyway, let's move away from platoons, let's move on to the next big change, and this is a huge-ass change that I'm about to say right here. Medic spotting. As a medic, you can now spot dead players to let them know that you're running up and about to revive them. If you are the dead player that a medic has just spotted for revival, you will see, you know, in the bottom left where it says, like, the name of the medic 10 meters away, and it shows their distance. Well, above that, it shows medic incoming, and then it shows the distance as well. And that just lets you know that a medic has spotted you and is trying to revive you. It's a great little addition. This really is an excellent feature, and hopefully it will sort of help the problem of people skipping as you run up and you risk your life to revive them, and then they skip at the last moment. It's very annoying. That being said, I will say, since the update, I've played quite a lot since the update, and I've noticed a lot of medics still aren't using this feature. Like, in fact, I'd say about 90% of the time I've been revived. They haven't bothered spotting me before, and I don't know if that's because they don't want to commit to the revive in dangerous situations. I don't know. Or maybe they just don't know about the feature. Either way, hopefully this video will help get it out there. Spot. If you're a medic, spot people. It really does help. And it gives people a reason to wait around after they die, instead of just hoping that they might get a revive. It's all about that teamwork! Anyway, let's move on to the next section thing to talk about. I've listed these before, but there are 4 new weapon variants that just dropped with the Spring update. And that they are new variants of each rank 10 weapon for each class. In order, they are the Hellriegel Defensive, which is like the Hellriegel Factory, but it has a double the mag size and it has a bipod, and it's slightly generally less accurate overall. Secondly, you have the Selbstlater 1906 Sniper, basically the same as the regular infantry version, but it has a scope and a bipod. Third, we have the Hewitt Automatic Optical, which is the exact same as the regular one, but it has a glass lens sight, and it has a slightly better spread. And last but certainly not least, we have the Martini Henry Sniper, which I still haven't unlocked it, but I'm very excited to unlock it. It's pretty much the same as the infantry version, but it has a 5 to 10 times zoom scope, as is standard with sniper variants, and it has a bipod as well. Now, the reason I haven't unlocked it so far is because they all have a ludicrously large, easy, but very time-consuming challenge to unlock. Each of them requires that you get 300 kills with the original variant, so to unlock the Martini Henry Sniper, you need to get 300 kills with the Martini Henry Infantry. And by the way, these are fresh 300 kills, so any kills you've got with them already don't count. It's 300 new kills, and they also require 25 equipment kills for each one. For example, again, the Martini Henry Sniper, you need 25 bayonet charge kills. So 300 weapon kills, 25 equipment kills. It takes very easy, but it just takes a long time. I've been playing for, I think it's 4 or 5 days since the update, and I'm only halfway through getting the 300 kills for the Martini Henry. Maybe I'm just shit, but it's taking a long time. Anyway, let's move on to the next big section. And again, it is a big section. Grenade changes. They've once again tweaked and altered the grenade resupply system. Again. And I've got to say, this time, they have definitely 100% improved it compared to what it was before. There's quite a lot of changes in the grenade system, so I'm just going to rattle them off. First of all, they've added a 0.3 second delay to throwing all grenades. And that's a good thing, because throwing grenades in Battlefield 1 has always been too fast, too instant. It's actually weird how fast it is. So the fact that they've added a delay is fantastic in my opinion. And they've also added another delay on the other end of the whole grenade throwing experience. They've increased the fuse timings for all lethal grenades. This means it takes slightly longer to explode after it's landed. That's what a fuse timing, that's what it means. And this counts for the mini grenade, the frag and stick grenade, the impact incendiary, and the rifle frag grenade. So all grenades have got a delay before you throw them, and most of all the lethal ones have got a delay after they've actually landed as well. So delays all round for the grenades. And now, here's the big one. Here's the kicker, the great improvement. Grenades only resupply now when you're near an ammo crate / pack. They've added the pack as well, so the pack now works as well. In other words, no more automatic resupply! I hate the fact that they added it in the first place, but correctly, they have removed that. You no longer automatically get a grenade in your pocket after a certain amount of time. But that leads me on to the next point, because it is quite a complicated system. The timers, bear with me, the timers for all the lethal grenades have all been increased slightly. While grenades no longer resupply automatically, you don't just get one automatically in your pocket, they still have a timer that starts when you throw a grenade. And those timers have all just been increased for the lethal grenades. Now, as I say, it's not very clear. Maybe I'm confusing things further, but I'm going to try to simplify it and make it as clear as possible. The new mechanic works like this, and I've written this down sort of word for word, because I'll just balls it up if I try to read it from memory. You need to be near an ammo crate or pack to get a new grenade, but the timer goes down regardless. When that timer hits 0, if you are still near the ammo crate and pack, you will actually get the grenade. If you are not near any ammo crate or pack, you will not get a grenade, but the timer has hit 0. So when you do then run up to a crate or pack, you will instantly get a grenade. Does that make sense? Do you see what I mean? So basically, the timer starts ticking down as soon as you use a grenade, but you'll only actually get the new grenade when you're near the crate or the pack. The crate and the pack do still speed up those timers, by the way, they've actually increased it from 3 times speed to 3.5 times speed, but that's neither here nor there. The reason I'm trying to make it as clear as possible is because I'm struggling to understand. Basically, when you use a grenade, a timer starts regardless of whether you're near a crate or not. And when that timer hits 0, if you're next to a crate, you will get the grenade. But even if the timer hits 0, if you're not near any ammo pack or crate, you won't get a grenade until you do reach an ammo pack or crate. Then you will get the grenade instantly. Do ya see what I'm saying? That's enough grenade shit. It's no longer automatic, but you've actually got to be near a crate to get a grenade, regardless of the timer. Shit, man, I've spoken too much about timers and grenades and resupplies. My brain's being frazzled. I'm actually not done talking about the timer because of the next point. I forgot. Suppression, like when you get the suppression effect from people shooting close to you, that now stops or slows the resupply timer. basically. It slows to 2/3 normal resupply speed when you're near an ammo crate and getting suppressed. But if you're getting suppressed and you're not near an ammo crate, it stops the resupply timer completely until the suppression effect has gone. So basically, if you want a new grenade, suppression, bad. Anyway, for the love of God, enough about grenade timers. I love all the changes, but I've spoken too much about timers. The next point, and I love me this next point, smoke grenade capacity has gone back up to 2 from 1. Thank God! Smoke! And the next point, which is slightly annoying because of a lot of advice I've given out in the past, but AT grenades now do 10% less damage to infantry. Just a flat out 10% less, which is annoying because in a couple of the superclass videos, I've actually suggested to people that they use the anti-tank grenades on infantry. So now it does 10% less damage, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. And now finally the last grenade change, which in my opinion affects quite a lot of people, including me. And this is a good one. Grenades no longer collide with teammates under 10 meters. So basically, no more trying to throw a grenade through a doorway just to have a moron teammate run up in front, bounce off his back, and you get killed by your own grenade. No more collision with teammates under 10 meters. Which isn't realistic, but it solves a big annoyance. There's nothing more annoying than trying to get a well-placed grenade through a doorway just for some moron teammate to block it. So those are all the grenade changes. Now, I love all those changes. I did release a video, which you might have seen, with a logical solution to fixing the grenade resupply system. But the changes they've made, I love them. They're all helping out. In my opinion, they're all great, so I'm happy with these changes. Anyway, let's move on to the next section, plane changes. Now, this doesn't affect me because I don't really play in planes that much. I did in Battlefield 3, I loved me some good jets, but in Battlefield 1, I'm more of an infantry guy. But I'll list them anyway, even though they don't affect me. I'm not completely selfish. I'll do it for the good of the people. Now, I'm going to oversimplify some of these plane changes because I don't know what I'm talking about with planes, but just roll with it. First of all, the AA cannon's blast damage has been increased against planes, slightly, and it's a different amount for each type of plane, bomber, fighter, and attack. But yeah, the AA cannon does more blast damage now, so that's a good thing if you're an infantry lover. Now, the second change, which is along the same lines very closely, the AA cannon's inner blast radius has been increased by 50%. This means that the high damage center of a blast from the AA cannon is now 50% larger. It's been increased to a 6-meter radius rather than a 4-meter radius. So yeah, more damage in the blast from the AA cannon, but also a bigger blast radius from it. So the AA I can't even speak today, man. The AA cannon all round has just been buffed. Damage radius. In addition to that, all sniper rifle damage has just been increased to planes. So that's great if you're a sniper. Like, as a sniper, I generally take pot shots at planes anyway, just because. But now they do slightly more damage as well, so bonus. Now, possibly the biggest difference with planes is what they have done, what the hell they have done to the rank and dart on the fighter plane. Now, if you're a boots on the ground kind of guy like me, and you love infantry, this is an excellent change. But if you are a plane lover and you like fighting people in your fighter plane with your darts, this should piss you off. There's a few changes, so let's just rattle them off. The rank and darts. The reload time has been increased from 12 to 15 seconds, so that's 3 seconds of safety for people on the floor. Secondly, they've decreased the blast damage from 20 damage to 16.7 damage per sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, per finger of the dart blast. You know, there's several fingers per shot. Well, each one now does 3.3 less damage. And on top of that, they've decreased the blast radius from 3 meters to 1.5, so they've halved the blast radius of the dart's fingers explosions. So all round, the rank and darts have been nerfed to shit so far. And on top of that, and this is a step too far in my opinion, even though I hate getting shot by these things, direct hits by the dart no longer hurt soldiers. Which honestly I don't understand. Why not? It seems to me if you're skilled enough to hit someone with a direct hit from a dart in a plane, for fuck's sake, you deserve an instant kill, in my opinion. And I will say, these dart changes, they sound large, and they are large. They are very genuinely noticeable. A few times since the update dropped a few days ago, I've been hit with a dart and not died, and that has never happened before. Every time I get hit by a dart, I'm just instant dead. But I've been hit by a few since the update and not died, so that is a big change, and that's a big weakness added to fighter planes, in my opinion. I think the highest scores, the highest kill-to-death ratios I've seen in Battlefield 1 have been solely due to the trench fighter fighter plane. Do you see what I mean? So that's gonna lessen that right there. So yeah, all round, as you can see from all those, planes just all across the board have been nerfed, and I like that because I'm an infantry person. Anyway, that's all for this video. I'm sure it's dragged on long enough. There are many, many more changes that I haven't mentioned. Obviously, loads of changes. And if you want to check those out, I'm going to leave a link in the description going to the official Spring Update patch notes page on the Battlefield website. So go check that out. Like this video if you liked it, like this video if you didn't like it, and join me in my next video. The next video is most certainly going to be Outlast Part 3. I've got to say something as well. These Outlast videos, I've been recording them for the first time. It's the first playthrough that I've recorded in 1080p quality at 60 FPS. The file sizes are fucking enormous, and it's taken me literally. The first 2 videos took me about 9 hours a piece to upload to YouTube. 9 hours. I had to leave my computer on overnight uploading, so I'm not sure how long I can keep that up. But yeah, anyway, enough shit. Join me in the next video.